Hello, it's Aimee here, and today I will be showing you my May spreads for this year. This year's May theme is inspired by Koinobori. Koinobori, or Children's Day, is a national holiday celebrated in Japan on May 5th that wishes for children to thrive and have a good future. It used to be referred to as Boys' Day and was a counterpart to Hinamatsuri, or Girls' Day, but later changed to Children's Day. They fly carp streamers from April to early May, with each carp representing a family member. I start off with lining the doodles with my brown .005 micron fine liner, which was a little difficult with the angle I was lining at. Drawing with the camera on my hands is a bit of a struggle. I'm trying to get the hang of drawing at this angle, but I still manage to make mistakes. Typically, I'm drawing like a goblin, completely slunched and the paper super close to my face. Total opposite of how I draw when I record, which is a blessing for my back, I guess. Slowly getting the hang of it though. Here's a nice little close-up of the intricate details on the carp. I searched for a ton of inspiration on how to design them, ranging from simplistic to overly detailed, and combined them to meet a middle ground. Letting that dry before coloring it in, I moved on to the quote page. I pasted some scrap paper in the corners, leaving white space in the middle for the quote. Koi fish are often associated with strength and perseverance, so I thought that this quote would fit perfectly for the theme. I definitely used the wrong type of paper to write this quote on because the ink I used wasn't writing as well as I wanted it to. There was a lot of pulling on certain words, but to be fair, I haven't used a glass pen in a while either. Another long list of things to practice. I then move on to coloring the streamers. Each carp color represents a certain member of the family. From top to bottom, the black carp represents the father, red represents the mother, and the colors after that represent the children. I thought about being more detailed with the coloring, but I'm really trying my best to balance between going overboard and minimalistic. After coloring in all of the carp, I colored in the flagpole and lettering on the top streamer. I also added some background clouds. I originally thought of coloring in plain gray clouds, but felt that it wouldn't match the theme of Children's Day. I instead decided on colorful clouds, giving it a more kid-like feel. With the cover page and quote page finished, I move on to the calendar spread. I wanted to keep a bit of minimalism to my spreads here and there this month, so I went with a simple calendar layout along with my content planner. I used a navy blue and yellow gold Tombow marker to design the borders of the calendar, and then added in the same cloud designs on the background, keeping it nice and light on the doodles. After finishing the calendar, I move on to my study log, habit tracker, and budget tracker spreads. I used the same Tombow markers to outline the borders of each tracker before starting on the habit tracker and still keeping it simple. I wanted to recreate a simpler version of the carp flags as the habit tracker and started off by coloring in the flagpole. I thought about adding more details to the carp, but felt it would make the tracker too busy and make it hard to track. I added in more clouds to fill in this empty space and move on to the weekly spreads. I had these really cute wave design stamps and wanted to add it in to decorate my spreads more. I always stamped directly in my bujo. I never really thought to stamp on separate paper to decorate my spreads, and this was kind of a game changer for me. Why I never thought of it beats me, but it makes me want to use my stamps more often. With that pasted on, I start putting together my weekly menu for the month. Having the menu for my spreads is a must. I don't follow the menu to a T, as some recipes require more work than others, and it depends on how I feel that day, but it has helped me a lot with making sure I cook at home and with my grocery store visits. I decided on doing something a little different this month with my weekly spreads and added in waterfall tabs. I line out the borders to separate each day of the week, which was extremely wonky, but luckily it doesn't look too bad far away, just only in the moment. I then added in some different washi tape on the edge to decorate the waterfall tabs. The spread was way too minimalistic for me, and to fill in all that empty space, I pasted cutouts of koi fish from one of my Koinobori stamps I have and colored them in. After pasting it down and coloring them in, I added in some dots and wrote down the days of the week. I kind of forgot what font I used throughout the month and messed up on Monday, and it turned out bigger than how I wrote the other days of the week, but that's what this month is about, right? Perseverance. And that is that. I seriously struggle with consistency when it comes to my spreads, with some parts being detailed and some not so much. But even then, I really like how all of the spreads turned out and was so happy to have actually posted somewhat on time, not 4 months late. Thank you so much for watching. Your support really means a lot to me, and I hope that you all have an artful day. Bye for now.